All right, guys. It has been a second. Actually, I don't even know how this thing is gonna get set up. We're just gonna rock with that. All right. Today is September 3rd or 2nd. It's a Tuesday. September 3rd or 2nd on a Tuesday. It's probably like 9 p.m. or something like that. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today. First of all, I'm going to start this off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Nothing you hear is an indication for you to buy or sell anything. This is all just a documentation of my own trading journey. With that being said, we had a couple of things we're going to talk about real quick. One, Kanye. The coin I told you about that we talked about. Okay, the token one. I don't want to say it ran its course, but we're catching up to, giving you a recap. It ran, okay. So we're now still trying to figure out which one that he's gonna use to send. Okay, like these, like that coin. Yeah, did it go up 60,000%, 15,000%? Yes. Okay. Did people make a whole bunch of money off of it? Yes. Do I still hold some of it? Yes. And that's the next thing I'm gonna talk about here. Those coins, they ran, but they didn't. You gotta understand that the one that's actually gonna be his, that he's gonna use, it's I'm looking for more than that. Okay. And again, this isn't a greed thing. This isn't, like, remember, like, money is cool. People, you trade for money. You can call me corny, you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. The things that I do for me. Everything I do for me. And there used to be things I do and I'd be like, oh, this is for this is for that. But ultimately what it was like, somewhere inside of me there was a certain aspect, whether it be emotionally or whatever it is, that I needed to, fulfill myself with. So everything I do, well, now that I understand why I do the things that I do, it's not for money. It's not for, what most people might think. It's for the art of the trade. I like to trade. I like to. This one was different. Like, that kind of stuff is like it's more detective work, right? Whereas with the stocks, the straight stock market, that's pattern analysis, and it's also a whole lot of. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not even me. Again, this is intuition, and I'm not gonna get into that. But just know that is heavily intuition, heavily intuition. Okay, and of course there's common sense to that too, that goes into there. But heavy intuition is what I'm just trusting in. Just trusting in that. Nothing else. There's stuff going on. Nothing else. Okay, so about the Kanye, I don't think that's over. I told you about the one that cannot be named. That's the one that I think is gonna pump next. Do I hold other ones? Yes. I hold J.K.R. I hold that one. I hold the TKN one that we talked about. I hold another one, TKN, that starts with AWGR. Because it hasn't pumped. It's got high ownership, like 95% ownership. Everything Kanye wise, I hold. Okay, not all of them, but like most of them. Funny thing is, on his website, he comes out with that one website that was attached to that YZY money token, right? It was attached to the Yeezy.com website. Or it was attached to the YeezyMoney.com website. Funny thing is if you go on that website, you'll actually, you start looking, and it's like, I don't remember the tab, but it was like about this coin or something like that. If you go looking into the website and read all the little tabs, you will see it. But it says, hey, it's basically talking like, hey, there's 25 Kanye tokens out there that we've made, and the one that we're gonna choose is gonna be one of those 25. It's speaking like it's not technically even happened yet, which would go to what I not believe, but what we're hypothesizing right now. Remember, I told you about that hypothesis. Okay, especially with trading, that's good. It's gonna be one of those tokens. Okay, I still think that he's gonna do what he just did again to that YZY token. I think he's gonna pump a coin, and then that one's still not gonna be it. And the one that I think that he's gonna do for that is that coin that cannot be named, along with the yeah. I think he might do it a couple times. To be honest with you, I think he might do it once or twice. But we gotta see. This week, I might have to come back and talk to you somewhere in the middle of the week. You never know. Okay. But we're gonna go how that goes. A couple things to watch for. He's got a movie coming out. I don't really want to watch the movie, but for the love of everything, I'm gonna watch the movie. I feel like I owe it to him. But not only that, for the whole thesis of this. Okay. This is a lifestyle, but not really. It's it's not a lifestyle at all. It's not hard. You can call it luck. I am very lucky. I am very blessed. There's nothing wrong with that. Easy money. It was easy. I don't want to work hard. Why would you want to work hard for money? For anything? No. I'm good. It is what it is. Now, moving on. Another thing. That one went and did this thing, right? So BWT, that token. Okay? What it starts with, I've said it before, with the contact address, you got to go find it. BWT, Barron William Trump's coin. This, this is not telling you to buy or sell anything. This is just a documentation of what I'm currently doing. Okay? And what I already did is I've been holding that because I think that's his coin. Okay? Long story short, World Liberty Financial. Remember when we talked about that coin, Trump's new coin that everybody was talking about? We hit the Trump coin. I don't even know if I mentioned that on here before when it happened, but me and my team, me and my friends, acquaintances, they're friends. Yeah, we hit that Trump coin. Okay, the difference between that Trump coin and that World Liberty Financial is nobody knew about that coin when it came out. That's where all the boom, 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 boom. Okay, now if you know anything about the Big T, now if you think I like him, I don't care what you think, for one. Two, I don't like or dislike anyone, but I'm gonna tell you like it is. Whatever he puts his stuff in, like it's not like there's nothing that he has, right? That I would put my money in there and I'd be like, yeah, 10 years from now, that's still gonna be there. That is definitely not the case. If I put money in his stuff, I'm expecting a whoop, and then I'm out. Okay, because that's what that is. Okay, if you want to hold that, that's cool. Like I said, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Okay, which is why I hold that DJT stock as well still. But anyway, the World Liberty Financial, everybody was telling you about it. Oh, pre-sale, get it out, bring it out. It's the complete opposite strategy of what they used when the first coin dropped. So what do you think is going to happen? The opposite. Now, what I'm going to tell you, that's what happened actually, and I did warn you about that thing dropping. Now, here's the thing. It's going to drop. I think it's going to go up. I've been buying pieces of it as it drops. Can it drop some more? Possibly. I think it's going to correlate more to Bitcoin. Everybody thinks that stuff's going to crash. Listen, 108,000 was my little mark on the Head and Shoulders. 110 came down below that. 108, 109. Could it go lower? Yeah, it can go down and hit the 200 moving average. Not going to explain that. Just listen. It can hit 100 grand. It's as low as I see it going. If it goes lower than that, reassess time, because that can happen. I'm not I can't predict stuff. I don't have superpowers. I'm not built like that. I'm not calling like anything can happen, okay? But what I'm saying is, watch for that. When that stuff starts going, he can use the Bitcoin coming down to make the price of that come down, okay? 5 to 15 cents for that World Liberty Financial is where I would be buying that at. And here is why. BWT. Understand this. What they do, that Trump people, all the insider trading is heavily done. And that is alleged, because leave me alone, okay? But I'm just calling it, I'm calling a spade, bro. I'm watching stuff, I'm seeing stuff, everybody sees it. It's blockchain. That's why people like that tech. You can see that, okay? Insider wallets, you can see that. That BWT coin, insider wallets connected to the Melania token that dropped. Just hear that. Now understand this. What that business operates in is basically like a bank. They invest into things. That's how they gain value, okay? Based off of what they invest into. That is his brother. His brother's going to have a meme coin drop, okay? And if he did have a meme coin drop, he would know about it. They sell their shares at the top when they had them basically at a cent, 5 cents, some at 40 cents, okay? Nobody wants their stuff anymore. You're trashing it. It's down at 25 cents. It goes down to 15 cents. They're going to push. What if they pushed his meme coin launch and purchased a large chunk of his meme coin, okay, as their investment? And maybe they're going to hold it because Barron, again, has been talking about going to luxury real estate. Maybe he's going to use that coin. I don't know. This, for all intents and purposes, of making this as short as possible for all you that really don't care and you like the money, which I'm going to tell you right now, if you got to get in the mindset of money. In the mindset of money, it's not everything is about money. You make a lot of money, that's where you're wrong. There's no such thing as a lot of money. You see 6 zeros, that's cool. Understand? Start trying to feel like those 6 zeros feels like the same amount of money you already have in your bank account. Like it's nothing. When it feels like it's nothing, watch how it comes, okay? Again, they're going to buy his coin, bro. This is my thesis. They're going to buy his coin up. His stuff's going to shoot. They're going to come out with a disclosure. Oh, yeah, we own this much percentage of BWT, and we made this much money, yada yada yada. Royal Liberty Financial is gonna go from 25 cents up to, I don't know, God, I don't know, but that's why I'm buying that. Okay, another one, Vinecoin, Elon. Enough said. Vine, Elon, he puts it in the Twitter and that X app, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Is he gonna do it? Go look. Just type in #Vine on Twitter and just go look for yourself. Like, this stuff is. It used to amaze me how, like, people would just think that, you know, and that was really what it is. Is like, if you think that opportunities just don't come, they come all the time. That's not true. And I told you, limiting beliefs. That's why I choose to have no beliefs. Mainly, okay? And I do mean mainly. If you want to look into like everything that I say and make assumptions, that's on you. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and what I say shouldn't hurt you or impact you. Just like what people say to me doesn't hurt or impact me, and I'm not gonna change anybody's opinion. Okay, your opinion is gonna be your opinion till the end of time, unless you change something in there, and that's not my job. Nor do I care. Okay. Another thing, stock wise, just chill. I haven't bought anything else over there, and I haven't sold anything else over there. I understand what's going on. People, you want to panic, that's fine. It's quiet. It's a quiet panic, and you're really not going nowhere. Just let it do its thing, okay? That's another reason why I haven't come out of a video. There's nothing to say, and I told you before, I never really want to come out with anything to say, but also I was busy at the same time, because I did say 2 videos a week. It has been 7 or 8 days, but hey, bro, you gotta work with me. That's just part of the thing here, okay? It's part of what I do. All right. So you're up to date on that. Told you about that BWT. There's nothing to really watch for. XRP, dude, chill, okay? That thing went from 4 cents to $3, and it's holding $3. Okay, you're not going anywhere. You're chilling. People want to panic, and you know, I won't even say panic. You're well advised to start asking questions. That's perfectly fine for you to do. The thing that I can tell you is nothing. I can tell you the same thing that I know, okay? But I can tell you what I'm not gonna tell anybody that. What I see that at, what I see most of the stuff at, is not at the levels that it's at, okay? And anything can happen, and I don't care what happens, okay? The stuff that I have invested, the stuff that I have in places, is to where a point of, if that goes, I'm cool. It doesn't matter. Once you're like that, you're good. And understand that people like that, like, you ever seen somebody just, they make money and then they go broke, and then they can somehow just keep making that money back? Again, that's why, okay? People, you make money, okay? Get to, you are money, okay? That sounds corny. I don't care. It is what it is, okay? If that, I could take 10, 20 bucks, and I mean, you just had $33. I had somebody put $70 in there. 5 grand, 6 grand, $200 in there. God awful amount of money. I had a guy put, I don't know, probably 10 grand in there, and he is ecstatic. And understand that I didn't do any of that. They did that. That is their win personally. Like I said, the only thing I do here is I'm telling you what I'm doing, and if what I'm doing somehow gives you a chance at an opportunity, that's all you. Okay? So that is my update for you guys. I'm out of here.